It's my choice. How my choice can be controlled? I can donate to Hindu Mandir. I donate to everywhere. I donate in Hindu Mandir. I donate in Muslim property. I donate in the Christian property. I donate in the Buddhist property. I donate everywhere. I donate beggars. I donate everywhere. How can you control this act? How can I control? By reason of insertion of this clause, no other person of a religion can make over any property to waqf. The proposed amendment is thoroughly misconceived, arbitrary, irrational, and therefore violates Article 14 of the Constitution of India. Under Clause 3, Roman 9b, existing Clause 3R1 has been omitted. That means waqf by user is being taken away. Waqf by user is a long-standing practice of Muslims. In our country, waqf by user is a very common practice, and decades after decades, rather time immemorial. Waqf by user is a practice. The concept of waqf by user was recognized in our country in the case of courts of words for the property of Magdam Hassan Baksa versus Illahi Baksa and others, 1912, SCC online, page 45. Madam, the Honorable Apex Court in the matter of Sayyid Muhammad Salih Labbai, dead by Elar and others versus Muhammad Hanifa versus Elar and others, 1976, 4 SCC 780. In paragraph 34, 36 and paragraph 39, categorically accepted this waqf by user. The necessity is necessary in case of prayers offered in congregation. A single Muslim can also offer his prayers with or without an imam, but if prayer is in a congregation of a Jannat are offered only behind an imam who leads the prayers. And Islam is an extremely modern and liberal religion. There is no question of any person being denied admission in a mosque for the purpose of offering prayers, and that is why the law is so strict that the moment a person is allowed to offer his prayers in a mosque, the mosque becomes dedicated to the public, and therefore it's a waqf property. Therefore it is a waqf property. Finally, it is not necessary for the dedication of public mosque. Thus, madam, in that judgment it has said, so that when a person erects a building with the object of dedicating it as a mosque and permits people to offer prayers therein without declaring that he has constituted it into a mosque and prayers are offered, there bil jammat, the mosque becomes irrevocably dedicated. It is dedicated. Madam, I just give one instance. In the Raishina village, where the residence of the President of India is there, it was a long back, it's a big village. In the big village, there are so many Muslims are there. One Hindu dedicated his property for offer their namaz, and that is the property, that is the mosque is in front of the parliament. In the front of the parliament. Who has not come here? All. Abdul Kalam Azad. So all important political leaders, including Bhutto, and the imam of that is sitting here as one of our colleague, member of parliament. If prayers are offered once in a mosque, it is sufficient to constitute a good dedication. Dedication has been clearly said. Paragraph 39 of the judgment, that the founder must declare his intention to dedicate a property for the purpose of mosque. No particular form of declaration is necessary. The declaration can be presumed from the conduct of the founder, either express or implied. If this is the principle of law, is long-standing in our country, how can you say today you have to register waqf by user? You have to give a declaration. I don't need to. Therefore, you are trying to, by this bill, you are trying to take away the basic reason of all the judgments of the Supreme Court. This is not correct and this is bad. Madam, neither a document nor express words are essential for dedication of religious or public purpose in our country. Such dedication may be implied for user, permitted for public and religious purposes for sufficient length of time. The conduct of those properties is presumed to be dedicated to for religious. It has been said by C. B.K. Mukherjee on Hindu law. C. B.K. Mukherjee on Hindu law of religious and charitable. I do not think that anyone in India is here now. Today, in India, there is anyone who understands Hindu law better than the B.K. Mukherjee. No one. He has said so in his book. Anyway, new concepts, smart mans have come, like a smartphone, therefore everything is being done. In the case of M. Siddiqui, through Elash versus Mahanath Suresh Das, 2021 SCC page 1, it has expressly said waqf by user. Our jurisprudence recognizes the principles of waqf by user, even absent an express deed of dedication. This is being taken away. Now, long judgment I will not read. This is being taken away by this. Therefore, it hits the basic things.
Such false campaign will continue even after passing of the bill today. That is why this will always remain a question whether there is any such word, at least including the punctuation mark, which shows that the properties of the Muslim will be taken away or the Muslim community would be taken away. My next point is that waqf by user. While doing so, I'll go to the definition of waqf as was given in the 1995 Act, which says that waqf means the permanent dedication by any person of any movable or immovable property for any purpose recognized by the Muslim law as pious, religious or charitable, and includes a waqf by user, but such waqf shall not cease to be a waqf by reason only of the user having ceased, etc. What is the dedication? What is the dedication of a property and by the person waqif as to certain land or property for using by the Muslims as user, and that would be treated as waqf property? The definition of waqf shows permanent dedication, but the inclusion under sub-rule 1, there is no whisper as to the dedication, let alone permanent dedication. No such thing is there. So how a property which is being used by some community can be waqf property? Maximum that can be a property which is being used. In the land record, it is stated that user, ব্যবহারকারী. Hey, chop.
Only a very good point, sir. Very good point.
কিচ্ছু জানে না, বগর, চপ.
Manya Sir, please address
So, when the definition of waqf does not say anything about does specifically say about permanent dedication, and the next subsection says nothing about the permanent dedication, we should keep in our mind that as a river cannot rise above its source, the next section cannot go above the definition as has been given as permanent dedication. There is no such thing. I know that this bella fide campaign will go and will continue against BJP and against the Union of India, who is passing the bill today. That is why I am asking again this question through you, sir, to the leaders of the opposition, where it is. How an user can be marked as a user property can be marked as waqf when there is no dedication. Again I repeat, let alone permanent dedication.